What is up, everyone? My name's Ethan.
And this is also Ethan.
And together we're E Squared. Tonight we're back with Is It Fair? This time we're going to talk about Hammer. So why don't we roll the intro for this series, tell you what it's all about. Hello and welcome to Is It Fair? This is a series where we take a look at legends and weapons and determine if they are fair. We do this by looking at each legend's signatures or each weapon's moves and ranking them on a scale of F to S. After we look at each, we will then determine if the weapon or legend is fair.
And just as a quick disclaimer, we are making this video series as unbiased as possible to keep it relevant to all Brawlhalla players and their own specific matches.
All right, and welcome back to Is It Fair Hammer? Let's just hop into a custom game, have some fun, talk about the moves, talk about if the weapon is fair. That's what it's all about, right?
Yes. Calculating the meta, crunching the numbers.
That's what we like to do here. That's what this series is all about, man. I love it.
Me too.
All right,
also rocking esports colors. Oh, I didn't. It's okay. It's good.
Yeah,
okay, fine. Ethan, why don't you start our first move here?
Okay, yeah. While you're having a little spaz there, I'll let you calm down. Okay. So we're gonna start with Enlight. This is your basic I'm being attacked, get off me move, right? The trouble is it's easily punishable if you whiff it. Like if Ethan whiffs it, I could just get around him and then stomp or something. You know, it's not that hard to get around, but it easily stops most moves coming at it with its not insane, high priority.
Also, it's basically like a bubble of hitbox. Like those feet, bro. You are not getting around. Like in the front, like I am an impenetrable wall in the front if you use that move. So to punish it, you do have to go around. And like obviously, it's like a pretty big hitbox and is high priority. And also like it combos into Sidelight at like 0 damage. Obviously, don't want any more, but. So yeah, it's pretty good for that. It's like really good for like, just getting off me like really quick, just like that. Yeah. So Ethan, what are you gonna give this move? What rating?
All things considered, I'm giving it a solid A.
I'm gonna give it an A+ because I think that its punishability is while you can if the person whiffs, if they're decent at using it, it's really hard to punish. So I'm gonna give it an A+.
Absolutely, makes sense, dude. We round that to an A.
Yeah.
And moving right along, we're going to talk about the Sidelight. This move's got decent damage. Just look at that wall of hammer just coming right at you.
It's quick.
It's got good priority too. Most things won't get past this. It's almost as long as Lance.
Yeah, it's really good. And like also, you notice there's no variable force, which might sound like not as good to like if you're new to Brawlhalla, like that doesn't like hit him anymore, even no matter how much damage he takes. However, that allows like so much follow-ups. Like,
I think you're gonna need side sig at this point.
Yeah, it does have a tiny bit.
Yeah,
but basically like, that covers like also the aerial coverage is pretty good. Like that covers like almost my head height. Like if you jump, like it'll catch like a 3/4 jump height basically. So yeah, it's pretty quick. It's good combo starter because it has a low. Obviously, you can do chase dodge at Downlight. That's a pretty common thing to do out of that. I do that quite a bit. Okay, Ethan, what are you going to give that move?
I think it's a B+, just because, you know, it's a little bit slower than Enlight, but it's got decent damage, you know. It makes up for it.
I think that it's no variable force actually is going to bump it up to an A for me. Yeah. Fair
enough. There we go. And the last grounded move we're going to talk about is the Downlight. This is also known as the Stomp.
The classic. This is like one of the best combo stars in the game because it combos into it combos into side air, jump side air. It combos into recovery. That one's a little bit harder to land. But obviously, there's Aggression Mafia. Combos into down air if you land it stacked. You can just like generally. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's just really good. It's quick. It does some damage.
It even has a decent aerial hitbox. Like you can gravity cancel this and catch very frequently.
Also on the edge is like really good for like catching just like the just tip of their head hitbox.
Woo!
And like it's super quick and like that is like a super fast combo. And it's like basically kill confirmed if you land a Downlight. You're going to kill them.
Yep.
if they're in red because you can just side air. Obviously, low damage. Oh, one of combo we forgot to mention was Downlight into Sidelight is also true at low damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you give this move, Ethan?
You know,
Keeping in mind this move is not for damage, but specifically a combo starter. What would you rank it for a combo starter?
oh, as a combo starter, it is pretty unparalleled. So I'm giving it an S rank. This move, killer.
I think so too. The devs have noticed that they've been like patching like how fast you can do it, like the recovery frames, because it is insane. So I am also going to give it an S for like an overall S rank because it is a super strong combo starter.
Exactly. And if you look at some legends like Taros, Cassidy, just to name a few, they have signatures that combo directly into this. You know, Thor is not one of them.
Thor has one, yeah.
He does? You can dash it?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, the more you know.
Yeah.
Maybe not at higher damage.
It takes a little bit of practice. There you
go.
That's true.
Solid. Kill confirmed right there.
Moving on to the aerial hitboxes.
Yeah, we've got a few to talk about here. First, we're going to go with Nair. This is a very, very nice move. Excellent damage, great for juggling. The hitbox we like to call a deluxe freshly squeezed refrigerator, just based on how large it is. It's immense.
How are you supposed to get? You cannot attack me, from above.
I don't even think a pre-released orb ground pound will get through that.
Yeah, I know. And you can do it like falling too, so you can hit it grounded. So like that, it's so good. Oh my goodness, this move is like unbeatable when it comes to Nair. It's huge hitbox, no force, fast, like you cannot land against it, and it's also just a bubble of protection around you, the user. Like, how are you gonna hit me from above with this? What?
And if I slow down the frames here, you'll see that I even just hit you with it. The hitbox that is behind the user is still pretty massive.
Yeah, it has that backswing, and that thing is an entire hitbox still.
Yeah. So, oh my goodness, this Nair, that's no question about it. That is an S tier move.
Yeah, same for me. That there's no way this move is not S tier. It is just fat. It is everything you could ever need. It has no weakness as a Nair at all.
It's no less punishable than any other move. No more punishable. Sorry. So it's we can't find a weakness in it. It's pretty imbalanced. Not gonna lie.
That'll be a theme for the aerial kit here.
Yeah. So moving right along, side air. Tell me about it.
Oh my goodness, Ethan! Don't even get me started about this side air. Imagine getting smacked in the head by a freight train. That is basically this move, and it literally combos in from D-Light, which is one of the best combo starters in the game. It kills so early. It does so much damage. It's
Sorry,
just
that wasn't side air.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, this move is insane. You see, the BCX tournament that's going on right now. You see a lot of Hammer players, and almost, I'd say, about 60% of the KOs that happen with Hammer are Downlight Sair. Maybe more. Yeah. It is insane. Whoa, hey there. Okay. So yeah, big hitbox, huge damage. Basically, your bread and butter kill combo.
It literally is side air. It's literally the entire air on your side. The hitbox.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. Okay.
S tier.
Ethan, what would you give that move? S tier?
S tier all day.
S tier. All day, dude.
S-tier.
Moving on. Down air, dude. As we said earlier, it combos from D-Light. Also, literally, it's so good for going back to grounded with Hammer. Also, it can prevent people if they dodge through you in the air, it goes down at them and pick them up. And there's a lot of priority. It's good at juggling with Nair.
Did we talk about how you can X pivot it and then you get a little boost?
Oh, yeah, you can do it over the edge too, like that. Snag them up. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and I think this move has suffered a bit. I think it has had some nerfs. At least the hitboxing has been fixed a bit. It used to be a massive, even bigger hitbox, but they changed it a bit, I believe. But I think it is, even though it's super strong, I do think it ranks below Nair and side air, personally.
Right. So it's not a busted move. It's definitely been tampered down a bit, which is great. I'm giving it an A tier.
Yeah, A tier for sure. Because as like it is a little bit more of a commitment than the other moves, just because you do kind of get some downward momentum when you use it if you're falling off stage or something. So yeah, I would give it an A tier as well because I think it is not quite as good as the others, but still super strong.
Precisely. All right, and now that's all of our light attacks. So heavy attacks, recovery, and ground pound. Let's start with the recovery.
Okay, so talk about a interesting recovery here. Like, you're like what recovery other recovery in the game can literally just reverse the spots you are in with your opponent. Like that is in itself so strong. Like reversal sigs are inherently super strong,
Right, right.
and it's a basic attack. So, Ethan, you want to describe a little more about this recovery?
Yeah, it's so fast. It gives you a decent amount of vertical height, and if you exhaust it, you could just get more shots at grappling them. Which is, by the way, I think this move and down air are why the hammer is called the grapple hammer, because you're grappling your opponent.
Yeah, and like you can like I messed up there, but you can like rush your mafia. So it combos in grounded delay. It's a bit hard to land, but like it's easier to land
With the
it
GCD light.
yeah with the GCD light. But yeah, it's so good. Like coming back to stage, you don't want a ground pound hammer because it'll just go like that. It'll switch your spots. It'll do little Uno reverse on you.
Absolutely.
Little bit of go fish. Like it's so good and like yeah.
Oh,
And that's why I personally am gonna give this move an S tier because I think there's like hammer recovery is just like insane. It's so fast. The reversal has a lot of force. It's like it's so crazy.
yeah. You know, I'm also giving it an S tier. I don't know who wouldn't give this move an S tier because it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, there's literally nothing wrong with it. There's like the hitbox is good. It's just like yeah,
If you can
it's so
catch a
good.
recovery with this, like if you gimp somebody with it off stage and they tried to use a recovery, you clash with it, they are not going to make it out of that interaction alive in most cases.
Yeah, and like literally like you can just bait people that if you're playing as hammer and you don't have a dodge and you're recovering the stage, you're actually dead because they're just gonna recover you as soon as you get close.
Yep.
There's no way out of it. You have to have a dodge to get past it, which makes it an insane um makes an insane recovery. So yeah, S tier overall there.
Yep.
Moving
Yep.
into the last move, ground pound. Ethan, you want to tell me a little bit of ground pound on hammer?
The hammer ground pound is pretty interesting. It like the side air, it's almost like a freight train coming down from the sky, from the heavens. It's got a very wide hitbox, like wider than the hammer looks itself. So that's very generous. And although it has quite a few startup frames because you have to turn your entire character around, it is and it's pretty predictable. Those are the things that go against it. But it has crazy force, not as much as
Like,
bow, but
Just hit me here. Just hit me here.
you're gone.
Like I bet you would die if I hit you with hammer ground pound right now on this map.
I would not be surprised. Sorry for
Or-
stealing your weapon.
Either one or two of them would kill you. Like, yeah, you're dead. You're so dead.
I'm very much gone.
Like it like in my notes I literally have all caps hit so hard. Like
Yeah.
Like it's just it's like literally like the Titanic is moving downwards at you. It's like mass times velocity just doesn't even matter. This thing is it just breaks that completely.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
With all those things considered, I give this move an A. No, yeah, A plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A because like it is decently slow and like obviously it's not like movable. Or if it was like if it was movable like gauntlet grab pound, that'd be kind of insane. But like it's pretty slow. Like in certain game modes it's more OP, but like it's not as broken as the rest of Hammer's kit.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so predictable that I mean, at least at lower ranks, I'm sure at higher ranks people use a lot more of the Hammer's kit, but at lower ranks, it's so predictable that you just know it's coming before they even jump off the stage.
Yeah, they're like because I think most of the time it's better to wait and try to recovery someone going back if you're like on the offensive and they're trying to get back to stage. because I think ground pound's more predictable, and recovery you can like catch their dodge easier. So I think it's less ideal to go for a ground pound, depending on the situation. But I think recovery is probably a better option. There's the true combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I give it an A. So overall an A for that move.
Yep. Now, we've looked at all of the moves now, and of course every legend is a little bit different as far as their hammer kit and their other weapon. But with these light and heavy aerial moves, everything considered, I'm going to say hammer is not fair. I don't think it's balanced enough yet.
I'm gonna agree with Ethan, because it's been patched a couple times, and just like it hasn't done it. It's D-Light is way too fast. Like it's got too many true combos, does too much damage. The hitboxes are too big, and it's just too hard to punish. I think it is a not fair weapon as of current. Not saying you can't play around it. I'm just saying that it is clearly vastly better than the rest of the weapons, except for one weapon. But we're not talking about that weapon today.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We fit that perfectly into one 15-minute private match, so I think that's a great place to call it, eh?
I think so. Leave it to you guys, viewers. Let us know what you guys think of Hammer. I know there's a lot of Hammer mains out there. Let us know what you think about it, whether you don't play it or you do play it. Let us know.
Yeah, so we will be looking forward to seeing you guys in the next episode of Is It Fair?
Peace.